Hello, and welcome to the Real Health Podcast. Today's episode might sound a little bit different because I want to tell you about our Cancer Care Reimagined speaker series. When we began planning our 25th International Conference on Human Functioning, Dr. Hunninghake sat down and created his dream team of speakers. Now, we reached out to all of them, and we were so delighted that they all said yes. These speakers are leaders in integrative oncology, functional medicine, and research who are truly shaping the future of cancer care. Each week leading up to the conference, we'll feature one of these extraordinary experts right here on the Real Health Podcast. They will be sharing insights, innovation, and inspiration to help you reimagine what's possible in cancer care. Now, this series and the upcoming conference and gala would not be possible without the generous support of our presenting partner, Empower. Did you know that Empower is the most advanced compounding and 503B outsourcing facility in the nation? They are licensed to serve in all 50 states, and they are deeply committed to improving access to safe, affordable, and personalized medication for the patients, providers, and caregivers who rely on them. Their belief is simple but powerful. Behind every order is a person in need. And with that knowledge, they approach everything they do with compassion, innovation, and a drive for excellence. We are so grateful for their partnership and their support of this important conversation around reimagining cancer care. Now, if you're looking for tickets, they are on sale now, and you can go to our website at cancercarereimagined.org. You can also find tickets for our 50th anniversary gala at cancercarereimagined.org/gala. Now, these links will be posted in the show notes below. We hope that you will join us here in Wichita this November for both unforgettable events.
So this is Dr. Ron Hunninghake again, and this is the Real Health Podcast, and we welcome you back. And we are getting set up for our 25th International Conference coming up in November, and this will be the 50th anniversary of the Riordan Clinic, and we are so privileged today to have Dr. Ilyes Baghli from Algiers with us, and I've known Dr. Baghli for many years. We go back into the whole realm of orthomolecular medicine. And so maybe I could just ask you, Dr. Baghli, how did you get interested in nutrition and nutritional therapies and vitamin C and that type of stuff? I know you're going to be one of our presenters, but before we get to your presentation topic, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, Ron. Thank you for this kind invitation. I will be very glad to be with you in November. And about my beginning in nutrition and in orthomolecular medicine, it was around 29 in Salzburg in Austria. I go there for training about nutrition and orthomolecular medicine because in 26 I learned about orthomolecular medicine, so I start learning about it in Algiers, in Algeria. And next, we go to the second step to have a global training with teacher, doctors from Austria. And when we finish this training, we create in Algeria the Algerian Society for Nutrition and Orthomolecular Medicine. But something happened, and I know it later when I was in Toronto, when I meet you at the first time in 2017, that we create, listen, the Algerian Society for Nutrition and for Orthomolecular Medicine in May, I think 29, at the same moment when Abraham Ofer passed away. And when I shared this to his son, that he was also a professor in biology, Hofer, he told me, like, he give you the torch, because it's amazing that he passed away at the moment, the day, at the hour, at the minute when you create your society. So there is a lot of quantum situation, I will say intrication, quantum. It's like we know without having contact before. And this is amazing. And, the second step that we start doing training in Algiers, we invite Dr. Atsuya Nagisawa, Dr. Thomas Levy, Dr. Nina Mikirova in 2016. And we have a great challenge, and we are member of ISOM. And in 2023, I was proposed to be the new president of International Society of Orthomolecular Medicine, the 1st June 2023 in in Sao Paulo, in Brazil. And before, I received the Hall of Fame in Tokyo in 2018.
And I was there, and that was wonderful.
Yes, in the different place you were there, in Toronto, in Tokyo, and in Sao Paulo in Brazil.
Let me just say to our audience, maybe the term orthomolecular is a little bit foreign to some people. It's been around for a long time. Dr. Abram Hoffer, who you mentioned earlier, was a very good friend of Dr. Riordan, and both of them were leaders in this effort to alert people that certain nutrient doses was not sufficient to empower the cellular physiology, and that higher doses, orthomolecular doses of certain nutrients like niacin, which worked very well for schizophrenia patients. And then Dr. Riordan went in very heavy on high doses of vitamin C, which he found was effective against cancer if it was reached to a particular level. And so what's been so interesting about your work is that your whole country, you have had a lot of support from your country and your part of the world for the orthomolecular model. Here in the West, it's been slowly making headway, but it's been an uphill battle. What do you think is the difference? Why is it so well accepted in Algiers?
Algeria be independent in 5 July 1962. We have nearly the same Independence Day with USA. And you have to know that Algeria was really independent the 1st July 62. And by respect to USA, we make the choice of the independent days the day next. So it's the 5 July. And the health in Algeria is really independent from all international organization. We are partner, but we have no authority under our health national program. And in Algeria, the citizens is responsible in the choice of his for his health and for the treatment. So all new sharing in medicine is really welcome. I will give you an example. At the COVID time, I share with all the doctors in my country, with more than 50,000 doctors. I share about orthomolecular protocols. So we share about vitamin C, about vitamin D, about zinc, about magnesium, complex B. So it's really open mind, and we know the difference between preventive antioxidant global doses and between the pro-oxidant therapeutic personalized doses. So we don't use the semantic of megadoses, but the therapeutic personalized doses. And you have to know that in Algeria, I was received in different universities, like Temouchent, like Tlemcen, like Mascara, and also different faculty of medicine, like in Algiers and Tlemcen and others. And also, I do sharing about my integrative therapeutic approach and the hybrid orthomolecular protocol with, of course, the National Institute of Global Strategic Studies, who depend of the Algerian president. So it's up then the government, and come the different delegates of different member of the government, and I share in April 7, 2023, our vision. And now from 2 July to 4 July, it was the integrative therapeutic approach and orthomolecular medicine was introduced to the university. So I will do the first training to the professor of hospital, to the doctor, to the pharmacist, to the dentist, the psychologist, biologist, biochemist, and also students in the University of Timushant. It's nearly between Oran and between Tlemcen, my hometown. So it's really, I think, a first step, really interesting for all humanity, that in our country, the rectora of the university and the Ministry of High Training, so the Ministry of all university, introduced orthomolecular medicine and also the integrative therapeutic approach to all members of health, like not only doctors, but also to pharmacists, also to psychologists. So we make a bridge between all the actors for healthy being to the citizens. And of course, the first who will get the benefits is the citizens and who is ill, because we are not looking only to treat the result of the disease, but to ask why this is ill. So we have to treat causal. So if there is poison, if there is toxicity, if there is acid pH, if there is low bacteria, example, if there is low coenzyme, low amino acid, low oligo element, or low vitamins. So now it's really introduced in the new program. And I was very honored and very proud of my country that he opened, and it was one of the first nation in the world to promote orthomolecular medicine. And you know, when something happened in America first, happened in Algeria next. And also, when it happened in Algeria first, it can happen in America next. So we are really connected. And of course, because our hybrid orthomolecular medicine protocol now is introduced in different clinic, also in Riordan clinic in America. Now they are asking in Algeria to do like in USA. So you know, each one get the benefit from the other one, because when it was, it can be happen in some place, the other place can receive the same benefit.
Yeah, so it's fascinating how you have created a spirit of openness in your country that I think is somewhat happening here in the United States, in the sense that I think a lot of people are frustrated with the fact that our national health has declined. And it's happening all over the world, but it's especially happening in countries where medicine is thought to be really powerful. But in the realm of what we're talking about is we're having you speak at the cancer symposium that we'll be having in November, Cancer Care Reimagined. So your protocol, the hybrid protocol, targeting the mitochondrial stem cell connection in cancer treatment, a hybrid Orthomolecular Protocol. That's the title of your paper. It's a fascinating, wonderful paper. Can we kind of break this down into pieces so that our audience can understand? So why is it important that we go after the stem cell? What is it about the stem cell? And what is the link to the mitochondria in the whole area of cancer care?
Yes, of course, because, from stem cell to a normal cell or to the cancer cell, this is the part of the going back. So if we can give to the mitochondria all the energy that she need to make the cells normal, we can have the good result. But if there is the difficult for phosphoryl oxidation or a low level vibration energy for organ, we can have memory of for cancer inside the stem cell, and for that we can have an original cancer in another organ from the memory of the first organ. And for that, we have to find how to go to reset zero in the memory of stem cell to make the next cell normal and not cancer cell. And we in this study, we find also that cancer cell and parasite works in the same way. And for that, antiparasitic therapy like ivermectin or mebendazole or fembendazole or flubendazole are also anti-cancer agents. And we have a publication this week. We do it on Karger, a publisher in Switzerland, and we prove that fembendazole is not only an anti-parasite agent, but it's also an anti-cancer agent, and all anti-parasite therapy is also anti-cancer therapy. But not only this, we prove also that vitamin D is the first in first position for treatment of cancer, because in every nucleid cells there is a receptor of vitamin D, and of course we need a good level of vitamin D between 80 nanogram and 100 nanogram by milliliter. That it means between 200 and 250 millimole by liter. But you have to know that vitamin D need, of course, magnesium, need complex B, but this is in reference, because in the publication, we share only about vitamin D. Vitamin C, of course, in pro-oxidant doses, in the doses who keep ascorbic acid in urina, and also you have to, and we share about it in 2016, that vitamin C need coenzyme 1, it means NADH, nicotinamide adenine dehydrure, to make it's the cofactor between vitamin C and NADH, and it makes each other 11 times more benefits. And also we have to know that vitamin E is a cofactor of vitamin C, and coenzyme Q10 is a cofactor of vitamin E. And the zinc, and we share also zinc, that 1 milligram by kilo a day is really important, because it's also a cofactor of vitamin C, of magnesium. And finally, there is no miracle vitamin. There is a global necessity to give different vitamin, oligoelement, amino acid, and also coenzyme to make the body healthier. And of course, in this hybrid orthomolecular protocol, we share also about fasting, about physical activity, about ketogenic diet, but also anti-inflammatory diet, and also, of course, about hyperbaric therapy and other therapies. So it's a really global therapy, and we are really happy that Riordan Clinic introduced this hybrid orthomolecular protocol for the therapy for patients in present and in the future.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Dr. Riordan, basically when he would give a lecture, he would ask people, what's the most important nutrient? And it's a trick question. It's the ones that you're most low in. If you don't have enough of a key nutrient, the rest of the team suffers. So what I hear you saying is in the protocol, you want to make sure that the cancer patient has enough of these very basic nutrients to work together with the other parts of the program. So your program is not just one treatment, it's a combination of treatments to help return the cell back to more normal functioning and to restore the mitochondrial functioning. Because in cancer cells, the mitochondria are not working properly, even though there is adequate oxygen. Normally, if there's adequate oxygen, the mitochondria will do their job. But in a cancer cell, they have regressed back and they're using the glycolytic pathway, which does not require oxygen in order to make all these new cells that are so cancerous.
Yes, of course. Example, we need, first of all, the personalized therapeutic doses, because if we give prevental doses, we cannot get the therapeutic results. So for that, we need a really therapeutic personalized doses. And also, you have to know that in cancer cell, there is 2 ATP in mitochondria, and in normal cell, there is 36 ATP.
Right.
And when we add like vitamin C, and you know that vitamin C with NADH gives 3 ATP. And if we mix the vitamin C with NADH, vitamin C make NADH 11 times more with 11 more activity. So we go back from 3 to 33 ATP. And with the 2 initial ATP, we have 35 ATP. So, and because it's not 36, there is an autolysis, so auto destruction of cancer cells, and probably if we find how to add 1 ATP, we can make a normal cell from cancer cell, and it's that we share in our study in 2016 that we share in David Publisher about when we mix NADH and vitamin C. We use the lymphocyte cell study with the pesticide. All are destructed. But when we give only NADH or only vitamin C, we have a part of cells alive. But when we mix them, all still alive. But it's not enough. We need vitamin D to doses, therapeutic doses, and zinc. And also the new protocol, in the new protocol, we introduce the antiparasitic therapy as anti-cancer therapy. And maybe we create the oncoparasitology therapy by this hybrid orthomolecular medicine, because parasite and cancer cells have the same way to get energy, like glucose, glutamine, and also the same way how to make them growing to be like alive. And this is what happened in cancer also. And what is also important, that we find that there is not in every cases metastasis, but there is sometimes original cancer in second organ from the memory, from the energetic low vibration of the first organ. The second organ, when he is in low energy vibration, he can take the memory of the first organ, so we can have a cancer cell from stem cell from a second organ from the memory of the first organ. And in these cases, chemotherapy is not benefit, radiotherapy is not benefit, because there is we have to go to a reset zero memory in a stem cell to stop cancer cell growing. So for that, this hybrid orthomolecular medicine make a new vision, a new opportunity, and a new way in the treatment in the cancer, for the cancer in the present and in the future.
So you are actually using this therapy to reset the mitochondria in the cancer cells. And I'm curious, is in terms of using the antiparasitic medicines, do you think and it could be parasites, I've also interviewed Mark Lintern, there could be fungal infections, there could be viral infections. Do you think it's the weakness of the cell that it cannot get rid of the infection, and that is somehow altering the metabolism of the mitochondria, and that by putting the antiparasitic medicines in and reducing the infectious load on the cell, and then at the same time putting in the vitamin C and the nutrients to kind of restart the metabolic engine of the cell? Is that one way of envisioning what you see is happening?
Yes, of course it is. We have to study the relation between, when there is parasite, there is low immunity. When there is cancer, there is more parasite. If we give chemotherapy, there is more parasite.
Yeah.
So there is a problem in the body with parasite. But outside these studies, we have to know that the structural way for parasite and structural way for cancer cell are the same, how to use energy. And this is amazing, how to keep glutamine, how to keep glucose. So for that, there is systematic, all anti-parasite are anti-cancer, without sharing about what is the relation between parasite and cancer. It's another thema, but structurally we proved, and they accepted this paper in May 26, 2025. It was published in Karger Publisher in Switzerland. There is just a last correction, and it will publish it these days, in a few days. And the title is Fambendazole Anti-Cancer Agent. So it's a new step in the history of the medicine that we introduced from a hybrid orthomolecular protocol, a new therapy, not only in orthomolecular medicine with vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and other things that we share in reference, like NADH, like magnesium, like complex B, like niacin, like other like selenium, like omega-3, like other oligo elements and amino acid. But also we proved that antiparasite are anti-cancer. And this is a really amazing step in the treatment. And we make two specialty in one about oncoparasitology therapy. It will be something that it will be created by logical happening. And also we have to don't forget that example in inflammatory, there is, OGM, all what is genetically modified with ADN tetraploid make in the body inflammatory.
Right.
So we have to keep out flour, we have to keep out sugar, and also we have to make a cetogenic diet to give more, cholesterol is cholesterol is as a powerful benefit for the body because hormone come from cholesterol, brain activity from cholesterol, and also healthy body need cholesterol. So for that, we have to change the reality sharing before, because people have to know that they need to eat from different products like eggs, like meat, like fish, like chicken or other, but also all what come from milk, like natural cheese or like camembert, Roquefort, something to make growing the microbiome and also to make a high level of good bacteria in intestinal, and also how to do the detoxification by fasting, by physical activity, and also by using like niacin, like and acetylcysteine, also vitamin C and magnesium are really good for detoxification. So we have to learn how to make it globally, because when it's not global, we cannot have all the results.
Yeah, so really, in some ways, you're bringing together two worlds. You know, there is the world of nutrition and how
Yes.
important it is in orthomolecular nutrition. But in this case, the world of medicine, in terms of the antiparasitic medicines, seem to be an important part to help overcome the weakness of the cell that has caused the parasite to take over and create the cancer in this understanding that you've put forth. So I was going to ask, how do you know, have you figured out the dosing of parasite medicines? Because are parasites medicines safe at the doses that you're using?
We have to go to by a different step in level of doses. We can start at half milligram by kilogram a day for ivermectin, and next going to 1 milligram by kilogram a day, and then we go to 1 milligram and half or 2 milligram by kilogram a day. It depends of the level of cancer, but we have to go by step, like 3 weeks for each level doses, and to get the result of hepatic biology like phosphatase alkaline, gamma GT, and transaminase, to look how hepatic activity go
Yes.
ahead. And also we have mebendazole, like we can start 200 milligram a day, and the next 3 weeks we can go to 400 milligram. And also we have fembendazole. We can use around we can start like 222 milligram, and then next 3 weeks we can go to 444 milligram, and next we can go to 888 milligrams. So it depends of the weight of the weight, of course, and of the the step of cancer. Is it in like first step or a grad,
Right.
first grad, second grad, third grad, or fourth grad? But what is new that also if it's in the fourth grad, we can have a really good result. And for that, it's a really good step in the history of medicine. And it's come like the therapy, antiparasitic therapy, come to orthomolecular medicine like refugees.
Putting the two together.
Them,
yeah.
And the connection was happen naturally.
Very good. So you have to do a titration method to get the right dose for each individual. And that's really true with nutrients too. We're basically titrating nutrients.
Of course. I think all therapy must be in a personalized dosage,
right,
to be more benefit and to use only what we need and not more.
No.
And of course, not low, because when it's good, it's really benefit.
Dr. Ilyes Baghli, we could go on for another several hours, but I want to thank you for taking the time out of your weekend holiday and spending it with us. And I know there will be people that will hear this and be very enthralled, because the cancer issue is growing around the world. And so we need new ideas. We need safe ways to help people overcome this terrible disease.
Course.
And we
have a lot of good results in North America, in South America, like USA, like Argentina. I introduced a training in University of Navarra in Spain about metabolic cancerology. I will do a great conference in Tokyo, in Japan, in 15 September. And also I do a conference about this hybrid orthomolecular protocol in Boracay in Philippines in October 28 in 2024. And of course, we are really honored to be with you in Riordan Clinic in November, between 7 to 8 November, and this year. And it will be a really amazing meeting between us, because we are like a great family.
We are.
For good health, of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your leadership and your enthusiasm. Nothing good happens without enthusiasm, and you've got it. So keep it going.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being on our program.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Real Health Podcast. This episode was brought to you by Empower Pharmacy, the most advanced compounding pharmacy and 503B outsourcing facility in the nation. Licensed in all 50 states, Empower is committed to improving access to safe, affordable, and personalized medications for patients, providers, and caregivers. Learn more at empowerpharmacy.com. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave us a review. You can also find all of the episode and show notes over at realhealthpodcasts.org. Also, be sure to visit riordanclinic.org, where you will find hundreds of videos and articles to help you create your own version of real health.